Let's see. What would you say is the best and worst thing about being an artist? You can start with best or worst, either one.
Good question. Um, I'll start with, so I guess my answer to this is like two sides of the same coin. Um, the best part, hands down, of like being an artist for me is just like making music.
I feel you.
That's always been what I wanted to do. That like moment of being in this, even if I'm not doing anything, being in the studio and just like watching people create
Right.
literally something from nothing. It's like it's an amazing feeling. It's what I love to do. On the flip side of that, and especially as a writer, and I'm sure you feel the same, or you have felt the same. Sometimes we like make music and it's these super like intimate moments of like these amazing, and then we realize at like the deadline last second, oh my goodness, the whole world's about to hear this. You know what I'm saying? Like, are people gonna like this, or am I gonna be able to make a living off of what I'm doing, or is it just me messing around having fun? That's probably like the best and worst. It's this amazing feeling of this is what I want to do. I want to make music, and then all this like pressure on the flip side of like, how's this going to be received? Am I going to be able to live off this? Is this a real dream, aspiration? So yeah, that'd be the best.
Great answer, man. No, it's a fact. Like, and I'll tell you, as you mature and get a little older, not like I'm acting like I'm that much older than you, but like something you'll learn to deal with or be okay with is like, if you genuinely, like, perfect example, my album that's coming out in August, I love it. It's the best music I've made.
Amazing project.
I do not care and I used to say this when I first started making music, I don't care if nobody listens to it. I don't care if nobody likes it. I listen to it. I know what I put into it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, of course you want people, you want to, because especially with our music, it's got a message. So you want the message to get out. We both know if we drop something, some people are going to hear it. We're not necessarily going to get millions, but like someone's going to. But it's like, you're going to eventually be okay with like, this is going to reach the people it's supposed to. I love this. I did this. I'll have it even deeper. I'll have this to show my grandkids someday, my kids. This will live forever as something I made. That's something that eventually will come. It's still, you're always going to have the stress. Like drop day is, I remember you hit me up the night before you dropped. You're like, I'm stressed out. What if people don't like it? But it's just like, you got to be okay with, you can't get caught up in the streaming numbers as much as we do that. It's literally a rat race. We're always going to want more streams. It does not matter. The charting, all that stuff. It's like, do you like it? Is this impacting people? Has anybody reached out and said, yo, I like this song and this meant this to me? You know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff will mean so much more to you than like, are the numbers huge? And you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely, it's a unique struggle being an artist, because it's like you're making art and it's for you, but you also want other people to like rock with it, or else it kind of feels like a waste sometimes.
No, I feel that for sure.
Super dope, bro. Let's see. And you kind of touched on this a second ago. I don't know how you knew I was going to ask this, but do you feel a way, is there a certain struggle that comes with being a white rapper, knowing that hip hop was created by Black people and was for Black people at the beginning?
Right. No, that's a good question. I'm seeing like the effects of that probably more now than there was, just because, I don't know, like kids, like when we were growing up, yes, you knew there was race issues, especially in the past, and yes, there was black and white, but like back in like when you were just having rap battles in the youth group, it didn't matter. Like if you could spit, you could spit. You know what I'm saying? Like you were winning the battle, didn't matter what you looked like. That's like how I grew up, and then now it's like having to deal with, okay, like I have to understand I'm always gonna get compared to Eminem.
Right.
Especially like just because I'm white. Because I'm white and I'm Christian, I'm always gonna get compared to NF.
Yep.
Like, so these are like, I mean, and I've purposely done things to like stay away from that style so that I have my own sound, kind of become my own artist. But it's a art form that I learned from Black people, and I learned to love it and respect it, and I just want to be able to create and give back to that art, if that makes sense.
Right. And I think that's the perfect way to be, because it's like, especially for me, like, I'm never one of those people that's like, if you're white, you shouldn't be rapping. Like, that's crazy. Like, music's for everybody. Even though black people created it, Eminem is arguably one of the best rappers ever.
Right.
You can't take that away because he's white, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, as long as you as a white person are like, I know this was made by black people, I respect it. Like, here's what I don't get. You can't be a white rapper and be racist. That's like,
right.
I don't even know of a comparison. Like, that's the craziest thing ever. How could you be, I do this thing that black people created and I love it as much as they do, but I hate them. It's like, okay, so don't be racist. That's easy. Pay like homage, like be like, I know black people created this. And that's really it. Be nice to black people. Like, you don't have to, there's not a bunch of rules you got to follow. Like, be dope. That's a rule for anybody. Be good at it if you're going to do it. And don't be racist. And you're none of those things. So
I mean, like, what's crazy is when you just look at today's like modern culture, like how much of how we live and dress and talk and the music we listen to, how much of that is inspired by like the hip hop community and the black community.
You're wearing your hat backwards, of course.
Exactly. I can't, like.
Not gonna lie, so when I was younger, I would say, like, you know how we all go through this identity crisis type thing when we're younger?
That's good.
Like, yeah, kind of. Like, you don't want to be like
friends, indie friends.
Oh, okay.
So
do wonders like AI anomalies.
I know that, right? Saga, who was on
rap on the same beats. You're definitely more lyrical. So like you're not.
I actually knew a guy in Miami that he was going to the same.
And I tweeted like last week that someday I'm gonna have a song with him. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen.